All right. Shalom alaikum to my people out there, every descendant of the patrilineal 12 tribes of the Hebrew Israelite nation. This your Ram Mashada Menace, and I want to welcome y'all to, not Empowering Preeminence. Unfortunately, that account got shut down for 90 days because of something that I said about bug breaking. I was telling the truth about bug breaking, and they accused me of implying hate speech. But I want to welcome you all to my very first Hebrew Israelite media account, which is BBS by Yatham Broadcast Studios. Before I go any further, I want to give all praise to the Most High Yahweh, the Father of Yahweh Shai, pre and post incarnate into human flesh, and the Father of Abraham, the Father of Isaac, and the Father of Jacob. Now let's get right to the chase. NoSimpZone. I'm gonna say it one more time. NoSimpZone. I posted a Facebook post earlier, and I put it in my news feed, and I put it in one of my stories. And the question was, there are true brute brothers, and there are simps. Which one are you? And I say that, man, because we got a lot more simps in this Hebrew Israelite movement that we want to give credit for, that we want to acknowledge. Brothers who want to be PC, brothers who want to pacify the truth, and that's unfortunate, because when you come into the knowledge of the truth, bro, there are procedures that you got to follow. The primary procedure is the Torah. You understand? And it requires to have thick skin, and it requires to be PI, politically incorrect. You understand? Sometimes you got to say something that's going to cause you to be in prison in Facebook. 30 days, 60 days, maybe 90 days, whatever. But it might even shut you down. They might even shut your account down for good. You understand? I was kind of perturbed earlier. You understand? Because I was observing some comments. I'm gonna be very careful what I'm saying. I was observing some comments, man, by brothers who claim to be Hebrew Israelites. But they seem to want to protect the status quo in favor of wicked women. You understand? So there's a scripture in the book of Ecclesiasticus. Let me see if I can get that right quick. Where it talks about you're not permitted to let your woman to circulate freely. You understand? See if I can find that. Because here's the thing. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verses 8 and 9 basically says that the man was not created for the woman, but the woman for the man. You understand? And because of that alone, men is not obligated to chase or pursue the woman. Because I made a point like last week or two that why would any man want to chase a woman who's a descendant of Eve, who was mainly responsible of bringing death into the world? You understand? I'm not saying that women symbolizes death. Women partially symbolize life, but she somewhat symbolized death too, because remember, of the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all perish, we all die. That's the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 24. You understand? Now, of course, Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 verse 23 says a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Most High. All right. Now I'm gonna go to the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 25. It says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad." So basically, women are not permitted nor allowed to be circulating pretty much freely. Woman has to be controlled. And I know that a lot of Women be telling like, he trying to control me, he trying to control me. Now I understand that there are some brothers, man, who may be over the top with it, but ain't nothing wrong with controlling your woman, as long as it's predicated upon the standards and the criteria of the Torah principles. You understand? But even then, you don't want to be overly extreme with that. You understand? You don't want to be overly extreme with that. You don't want to be a tyrant. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with being a dictator, because dictator just means that you're issuing out commands and issuing out demands. But a tyrant is when you go over the top with it. You heard me? This is pretty much just a rant, but ain't just any old rant, because I'm coming with the scriptures, I'm coming with analogies, and I'm coming with etymology too. You heard me? So you know, I was inspired, man, by some of the F nigga stuff that I saw earlier, you know, and I just had to do this video. You know, like I said, some of y'all, man, who claim to be Hebrew Israelites, man, y'all need to go back to Christianity, because I've been this true, man, for 11 years, man. In 11 years, man, I can say, man, with all due respect, but with all confidence and with all humility too, the Most High give me spiritual discernment. And when I have a bad discernment about someone's spirit, man, I know that I have to stay away from them, and I have to keep my circle as minimum and micro as I possibly can. You understand? Because if I let some of these suckers into my circle, if I let some of these simps into my circle, you understand, I'm asking for it. Now, my advice to some of y'all, man, is please make a transition, bro, from being a simp and you know, to a true brute brother. You understand? Because it's not looking good for you. It's not looking good for this movement. You understand? You gotta be warriors in this truth. Warriors, soldiers. Which means you gotta say some things, man, that's gonna alienate you from your family. You gotta say some things, man, that's gonna alienate you from your woman. Like, for instance, there's a brother from Detroit. I think he's from Detroit. By the name of Yasha Ben Yisrael. He did a whole video about how women who are sexually inexperienced and women, man, who are widows are the only group of women, man, particularly in this truth, are fit for biblical marriage. You understand? And it's funny because I did a video of someone addressing that in my Empowering Preeminence account, when I congratulated and commended this 50-year-old black sister that was on the Wendy Williams show, saying that she was a 50-year-old virgin. You understand? I don't know if she still is now, you know, but shout out to her. Her name is Yvette from Kentucky. So that what I just said about quoting a brother, that's going to alienate other people too, because let's keep it real, man. A lot of Israelites is an adultery. You understand? When you read the book of Deuteronomy chapter 24, man, it basically says that once the woman, man, you know, sexually cohabitates with the first two different men, and she's with that third man, that means that she's a whore. So how many men have you brothers been with? I mean, how many men that your sister's been with who is married to these brothers right now? You understand? And that's why Paul said what he said in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 39, that the woman is bound to that man as long as he liveth. So that first man that compromised you or that breached you, so to speak, when you were 13 years old, and you're not 38 years old now, and you with your fifth man, according to the Bible, you're a hoe. You understand? I don't care if I get thumbs down. I don't care about that there. You heard me? But and like I've been saying, we enter into the 2020s, man. We gotta have something new and fresh, man. We can't keep lingering on the same thing over and over and expect a different outcome. That's called insanity. So shout out to the brother Yasha Ben Yisrael, because he's definitely inspiring me, man, to address this subject. There's way too many brothers in this movement, man, brothers and sisters in this movement, man, that's in adultery. You understand? I could have easily had two wives in the truth. One for Louisiana and one for Pennsylvania. I could have easily had two wives in this truth. but in adultery. But I love the Most High way too much, man, to put myself in that position. That's why I made it clear in that video about the 50-year-old black woman saying that she's a virgin on Wendy Williams' show. I said, look, me and my other partner, matter of fact, he the one that sent me the video about a brother, Yeshua ben Yisrael, the other night. We've been talking, man, for years about how we need to be socially interactive, spiritually interactive, and sexually interactive with women, man, who are sexually inexperienced. And we know they out there. Patrilineal sisters. We know y'all out there. Do you understand? Like I said, this is just one of my random rants, man, but I just had to get this off my chest, man, because it's embarrassing, man, observing what I've been observing. It really is. It's been very, very embarrassing for me to observe what I've been observing. Because we got way too many brothers, man, that claim to be men of the Most High. You understand? But they're a bunch of womanizers. Now, it's funny because in my other video I mentioned nymphomaniac, but nymphomaniac is actually referring to a woman who's just straight up chasing dudes for sex, and that's it. You dig? Ain't committed to no relationship and things like that. They just ride chasing. But there's another word there's a male version of a nymphomaniac. It's called satiromaniac. I don't know how you pronounce it. You got them type of dudes, but they claim they love the Most High. What's up with that? I seen way too many of you brothers, man, that claim y'all in the truth, bro, that fall short, man, for that wet crevice. You understand? Now, like I said, I held my peace about this for a long time. You understand? Because I knew I was going to get negative feedback, and some told me that I wasn't ready. And that something was the Most High. Someone told me. But see, now I'm ready now. Because I'm seeing way too many F nigga stuff, bruh. Way too many. You heard me? Yes, the Edomites is a devil. But damn, if there aren't devils among our people. You heard me? I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack, but I don't care, man. I don't care. It don't matter. I'm about this truth. Like most of y'all claim that y'all, but y'all in adultery. You heard me? There's plenty of women, man, that chase and pursue me. But I had to turn them down, man, because they don't fit the criteria of what I'm looking for in a woman. And some of them, they real decent, man, real cool, real nice. But they just lack the criteria, man, that's needed for a true Hebrew Israelite wife. You understand? That's the truth. I want to read a couple more scriptures, man. Matter of fact, I already know what scripture I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 2. And I might start at verse 10. Okay, yeah. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Most High and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that call upon him? Verse 11, for the Most High is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction. Verse 12, this one it gets real. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore he should not be defended. Now this is my favorite one to you impatient brewers out there. You understand? Woe unto you, woe meaning death or destruction unto you that have lost patience. And what will you do? What will ye do when the Most High shall visit you? They that fear the Most High will not disobey his word. My bad. Tongue tied. They that fear the Most High will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. It's just like what Yahweh Shah said in the book of St. John chapter 14 verse 15. He said, if you love me, you keep my commandments. You understand? But it says, woe unto you that have lost patience. That's the reason why a lot of you brothers in adultery and you sisters, because y'all lost patience. Y'all don't want to wait. You understand? Y'all don't want to wait. But some of y'all coming at me throwing slick shots at me. Like one sucker I had to deal with earlier. Throwing slick shots at me, ain't come up with no scripture, no analogies, no etymology, but you're attacking me. Ain't come up with no respectable academic, scholastic rebuttal. Just throwing shots, trolling, clout chasing for some of y'all. And that's wicked, man. That let me know that y'all not serious about this movement. Y'all not serious about this walk with the Most High. I am 11 years strong, bro. I was born again March 20, 2008. And you know, it doesn't get easier, man. But it gets convenient at the same time, man, because I'm getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You know? And that's all I wanted to say about that, man. I really didn't want to make the video this long. For that, man, till next time, bro. Shalom.